Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cheryl's Organic Food Forest. In this episode, I'm going to share with you how easy it is to grow Mexican petunias. They are perennial in most garden zones, and I'm going to give you some tips of how you can plant them one time and they just keep reseeding, and you can grow them to attract pollinators to your garden or food forest. Okay, let's get started. Now here's a close-up picture of my Mexican petunias. It's a little small flower, and bees and hummingbirds absolutely adore them. I was amazed at how large the bushes grew. They can grow between 3 to 6 feet tall and wide, and mine grew to over 6 feet. I purchased the seeds off of eBay in July of 2017, but I didn't start them until January the following year in my grow room during the winter. And I'm telling you this now because it would be a good idea if you have a sunny window, a grow room, or perhaps a greenhouse. This would be the perfect time to start them, and they would be a nice size in the spring when you can transplant them into the ground or into a container. Now, let me tell you one thing. Make sure you have enough room because Mexican petunias can be very invasive and they grow very, very fast in any type of soil or weather conditions, even a drought. The seeds are very tiny, but they germinate fast, and this is what they look like after several weeks. As I said, the seeds are very tiny, so I don't try to collect them. I just let them reseed wherever the wind or the birds scattered the seeds. And then I scoop them up and I put them in larger containers, and then I transplant them in the ground or containers, like I said, where I want them to be. And usually in the fall of the year, I scoop them up, I transplant them into a container, and then I move them into the greenhouse so that they can be a really nice size when I transplant them again in the spring. So if you want a seed to grow a bush that has flowers that will attract pollinators to your yard, I highly recommend Mexican petunias because once you make that initial investment of buying the seeds, you won't have to ever purchase them again. I love looking at my food forest, especially my vegetables, after a mild frost. They look so beautiful. Let me walk over to this garden bed. Everything is growing nicely and has recovered from the massive harvest I did when I pressure canned 13 quarts of greens. And let's look at the strawberries right here. They're looking good. I got these hoops off of Amazon.com so that I could put shade cloths or insect netting on them. This bed looks very good. You guys know that as the season changes and the weather changes, your leaves on your strawberry would plants will change as well. This one I didn't get a chance because I had to leave to go to my aunt's funeral. I never did get a chance to mulch this one with straw and move back, pull up the weeds. But we're gonna have some nice weather in the next few days, so I have to make sure that I get the whole root out. So I'll be mulching these. And let's go over to the first garden bed. As you can see, the collards in the middle, the mustard spinach, and turnips are growing well as the red Russian kale. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, that's better. Red Russian kale and curly kale. And the sunlight is coming through. Okay, that's my landscaper. You can remove my wood chip. I tried to slowly remove these wood chips and spread them in the food forest, but it just got to be too big of a job for me, so I hired my landscaper to come in and do it. And you can see in this next picture that they did a good job of removing them all. So over the next few weeks, I'll be spreading them around the food forest. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye now.
The end.